Hello, everyone. I am Andy Samples, and this is Gridiron Cowboy. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. We have gone through 7 weeks of the 2025 NFL season, and honestly, it has been pretty crazy to say the least. We've had some high stakes rival games that have been really good breakout performances, insane players that are coming out of nowhere. Scadaboo as an example. Rip. He got injured, in case y'all didn't know. We're gonna recap each week 1 through 7. We're doing something different today. We're gonna be recapping weeks 1 through 7, kind of game MVP, and we're gonna actually look over all the Cowboy games because, you know who I am. Moving on. So we're gonna get started immediately. Week 1, Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. This was an absolutely insane game, and it gave me hope that the Cowboys were just good. Dak moved the chains. He hit some key throws. Eagles controlled the clock a lot better in the second half. And we finally realized that Micah Parsons could have been essential. But we lost. The Cowboys lost 24-20. Jalen Hurts is gonna win the game MVP for this one. He got 245 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a tush push. So that. It was just that one was terrible. The Cowboys looked dangerous, just a little bit off, almost as if there's one key defensive player missing. I wonder what that could be. Moving on to week 2, the grit to force overtime, then a 46-yarder to get the win. I'm giving Brandon Aubrey, the kicker of Dallas, the MVP, and in clutch times he delivered. This is why he's the best kicker in the NFL. League wide, other teams looked really good. Others made some statements. This is where we kind of noticed that Daniel Jones is good. We don't really know where that came from, but it's there. But for the Cowboys, this week suggested that we are built for moments. Let's just see if we can deliver. Week 3, Cowboys had a tight 23-17 win over the Titans. I don't even know how that makes sense, but yeah. Prescott was efficient, no turnovers. And it was just a pretty good game all around except for the defense. I don't really know who to give this MVP to. I think I'm going to give it to Kenny Clark. 2 sacks, 4 fumbles, and 3 TFLs. Pretty good. He's the only good defensive player right now. Except for Deron Bland. We'll get to that in a minute. And his pick 6. League-wide, the Chief offense was kind of looking desolate. Travis Kelce looked like he was actually aging. The Cowboys defense was quietly, barely holding up, and Kenny Clark is playing pretty good, even though being 30. It sounds pretty okay, don't you think? Week 4. So Thursday night, Seattle edged Arizona in a 23-20 game in a very big back-and-forth game. Some other stuff, Atlanta beat Washington 34-27. Behind Michael Penix Jr.'s 300-yard, 3-touchdown day. If you had him in fantasy, good job. Very proud of that. Cowboys-Packers. This was a 40-40 tie in overtime. Dak and Jordan Love both threw for plus 300 yards and 3 touchdowns each. Pickens added 150 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's getting MVP for this one. He was the game's most dominant player, consistently creating opportunities and picking up big chunks for the Dallas when Dallas needed him because CeeDee Lamb was out on injury at this time. A little overall to this one. Offense was winning games, but the defense was still costing them. The Cowboys, these games are too close. We need to do something different just so we can have better success later on. Week 5, we have the rising tide is what I wrote down for it because of course I did. This was the Cowboys-Bears game. We lost to the Bears. 21-31, I'm pretty sure. Dak threw 318 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were all having pretty good games all around, but Caleb Williams is going to get the MVP here. 318 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Honestly, crazy out of Caleb Williams. I think this was a pretty good game all around. I hate that we lost to the freaking Bears, but you know what? It's fine. Their defense is good. Our offense is elite. Top three. Top two, maybe. Whatever. Some other things around the league. The Texans absolutely dominated an injury-plagued Baltimore. CJ Stroud threw for 356 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The Chiefs snapped out of their slump with a 37-20 win. I'm blanking on who they were playing, but they played the Ravens the week after. The Cowboys' offense just wasn't. It was elite. I don't know. We just need to be able to protect our leads on defense, because if we can get that shored up, I genuinely believe it's going to be a Super Bowl contending team. I'm not trying to glaze, but you know what? It's fine. Week 6, I think this was more of a turning point game. We lost 27-24 against the Lions. Jared Goff threw for 312 passing yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown threw 142. Honestly, yeah, that was not... Yeah, Dak threw 285 and 2, but a late interception was kind of sealed it right then and there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the wide receiver of the Lions, gets the MVP here. He dominated his matchup and made very big plays when they counted. Elsewhere, Denver's defense blew out Cincinnati 28-3. Denver's just kind of been doing whatever they want because Bo Nix is that guy. And their defense is elite, and Pat Surtain is out and now on IR as of just today, October 29th. Kind of sucks. We were playing they were playing Dallas too. I watched him get hurt, and I kind of felt bad. But I mean, Scadaboo also got injured. I'm moving on. I'll get to those as soon as we get finished with what I'm covering right now. Houston blanketed Tennessee 26-0. CJ Stroud is playing pretty good. I think he's still been regressing ever since his rookie season in 2023. And until he can find his rhythm, it's going to stay that way, I think. Moving on to week 7, we have the Rams-Jaguars 35-7 win. Matthew Stafford threw 5 touchdowns. He is 37 years old. He also completed 77% of his passes, and he spread the ball to 6 different receivers. I think that is an insane game. I guess Matthew Stafford is just in his 20s again. I don't know how that happened. We have an AFC West rival game. We have Chiefs-Raiders. Yeah, it wasn't close. The Chiefs blew out the Raiders 31-0. 31-0. Insane game. Mahomes threw for 323 touchdowns, and the Chiefs' underrated defense forced multiple turnovers and a safety, which explains 31-0. Honestly, what are the Raiders doing? Because they've made so many big offseason moves. You got a brand new coach who is now the oldest coach in the league. Oh my gosh, Brock Bowers has been hurt. They've had the uncle quarterback who's 33 years old, Geno Smith. He also has been playing terrible. He has more picks. He has more interceptions than touchdowns at the moment. He hasn't even I don't think he's even broken 1,000 passing yards yet. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Genuinely, I think that is an unfathomable season for them so far. They need to make a big move or trade Matt Max to Dallas, please. And in relation to Dallas, we played the Panthers 28-14 win. Prescott threw for 254 and 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams, a new running back, broke 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Wait, no, not 2 touchdowns. Sorry. And then Deron Bland. Last season or 2 seasons ago, he broke the all-time NFL record for pick sixes in a single game, in a season with 7 pick sixes. Normally they just get interceptions, but he's just built different. He's still normal dev on Madden though. He's gonna get MVP for this one because he got a pick 6 to seal this game. Deron Bland had lockdown coverage. He was playing really good. Him and Kenny Clark are pretty good on defense. There's still so many holes, especially our safeties. The other, basically overall, week 7 was big moments, big wins, big statements, a whole lot of blowout wins. I just named 3, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in Dallas specifically, and it's really just anyone's league at this point. Overall takeaways from, all of this, the Cowboys story so far has been a team that's kind of been all over the place. Prescott, Pickens, Lamb, Kenny Clark, Stephon Diggs, Deron Bland. Our brand new running back, I mentioned him earlier. Very excited to have him around. There's been a whole lot of inconsistencies, like CeeDee Lamb dropping 4 passes against the Eagles, and if he made at least 2 of those, he would have won the game. We need to make a big trade. That's just to say the least. When Prescott's sharp and protected, Dallas wins. When he's pressured and like turnovers start to creep in, it slips, like the playoffs. I don't want to talk about it. The defense was awful. It's actually the, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on this stat? It is the absolute worst run defense, the second to worst pass defense in the league. We have a grand total of 7 sacks through 8 weeks. That's insane. We need to change something quick. Momentum matters. In this week 7 win, gave Dallas a little bit of a boost. The loss in week 6 was a shake-up or wake-up call. This trajectory matters just as much as the record, which is currently 3-3-1 or 2-3-1, something like that. 3-3-1. I don't know. We tied the Packers though, and they're currently the Super Bowl favorite, and I love that. Dak Prescott now through week 7 has 1,890 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Javonte Williams 520 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns. Powering short yardage, and very good clock control out of him. He's playing absolutely amazing. CeeDee Lamb has 46 catches, 602 yards, 6 touchdowns. George Pickens has 34 receptions, 565 yards, 4 touchdowns. Deron Bland, a really good corner, our best corner. 4 interceptions, 1 pick 6. That's including it. That does include the week 7 one, like I just said. Trayvon Diggs, multiple PBUs and a handful of key takeaways from across the first 7 games. I'm too lazy to get those stats. And Micah Parsons, which I was planning on writing about. He is now a Green Bay Packer. We got 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark out of that. His earlier season impact, like last season, was great, but he was traded to Green Bay before the season even started. So across the league, we are seeing C.J. Stroud, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, like playing amazing, and then some new faces entering the center stage. Oh my gosh, how do I get started with this? Matthew Stafford. Excuse me, where'd that come from? Jackson Dart and the Cam Scatterboo. That is insane. It's scary, and I love Cam Scatterboo a lot. He's amazing. One of my favorites. And then, I have Daniel Jones listed. Think about that. Daniel freaking Jones has been playing as an MVP contender. It makes no sense. I have no idea how it's happening. It's whatever. Right now, I'm thinking Mahomes, C.J. Stroud, Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, Matthew Stafford are in MVP contention. I don't know. It's a whole lot to think about. I think it's still anyone's year, except for the Jets. Other than that, I think that is about everything I have prepared for you. Tuning into this week, I'm Andy Samples, and this was Gridiron Cowboy. See you next week.